Live. Yes, this is looking good. Let me just make sure that we are actually good. Just want to make sure the stream is pretty good. We got that. Okay, there we go. Make sure we got that good. We got the mic. Should be good to go. We got it plugged in. We're good. We got our stuff. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want the dream stuff. Oh, this is normalized. This is normal? Yeah, I got the dream sequence on. I don't want that. Hold on for a minute. Let me just get this together. I guess I'm gonna have to just put it on normal. That's it. I don't know what happens to it. So yes, we are live. We are back. How's everybody doing? And we are pretty much good to go. But yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully everybody can hear me. We're good. Good. So made it simple today. We got 3 topics. Nothing really was going on in the gaming world except for the whole back and forth stuff with a couple of things. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, we only got 3 topics today. I don't got my tablet, but these 3 topics are pretty much easy. You know, we're gonna be talking about um, the whole Star Wars, the pricing thing about it. Then after that, we're gonna talk about Dark Doc and this whole PC fanboy master race wannabe. It's going off on a rant, and I saw 2 of his videos previously to this, and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss that. And last thing I wanted to talk about was my experience with playing Cyberpunk 2077 for the first time, and I'm absolutely loving it. So yeah, this is pretty much off the top where I'm just gonna talk about some things, what's happening. Nothing really much going on, like I said before. But like again, I only got 3 topics to talk about, so I figure we should be talking about this, discussing it. Um, Other than that, you know, in today's, what I've been playing and stuff like that, what kind of games I've been playing and stuff. Well, I think I only play what I've been playing. Well, currently right now is Cyberpunk, but I don't want to spoil it. I want to save that for the end of the video to talk about it, discussing my personal experience with the game itself. And so I mean, I'm currently playing Cyberpunk. Also, I have uninstalled Tekken 8. It's unfortunate, but I had to uninstall it for a couple of reasons. Um, Hold on. There's somebody pop up on me. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Nope. Sorry about that. So anyway, yeah. So um, what you gonna call it? Oh wait, is there a chat? Oh, there's live chat. Hold on. Just want to make sure all chat. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So yeah. So well, I am currently playing Cyberpunk. I did uninstall Tekken 8. It's unfortunate. It's not because of the gameplay itself. The core of the game is good, but unfortunately they effed it up. Not only just by patching stuff and the wall bricks are not working and other stuff, but they added in the Tekken 8 shop, which I'm totally fine with a Tekken 8 shop. I don't got no gripes with it. I don't mind paying for costumes and stuff like that to support the devs and say, hey, I appreciate the game, and I'll throw a few dollars and stuff like that. Um, but it's unfortunate that they added in the battle pass as well, which is very horrendous, and it's just like, got that FOMO, come grind, you're gonna miss out all this BS whatever, trying to make people to like, trick them and say, "Oh, buy this battle pass is awesome. You can get another battle pass." It's like people are just done with battle passes. I'm done with battle passes. It's not worth my time because again, I only got a certain amount of time during the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody has like a majority of free time like back in the days. Like nobody don't have the time for that. So I'm not into the FOMO. And again, I do want to play some of the new characters, but with just the Tekken shop and the whole battle pass system, and then the patch itself just literally effed up the game with character movements and stuff like that. And I say, you know what? 3 strikes, you're out. Like I can tolerate the Tekken shop. I can tolerate that. But like adding in these greedy transactions, microtransactions and stuff like that, and also patching in a game that as the core right now is like fundamentally broken. Wall breaks doesn't work, this doesn't work. So they're in the background right now trying to do all these hot fixes and patches. That just lets me know saying maybe I should uninstall the game and then just come back maybe 2 to 3 years later down the road to come back and play it again or whatever. But as a core, like I do respect the game when it first released and it was just the same release like that and how the game was functional. It was beautiful, but unfortunately they effed it up. So it is what it is. I'm not like again. I'm not gonna be into the FOMO. So I uninstalled that. I recently installed Soul Calibur 6. I want to go back and play it and finish it because I haven't finished Soul Calibur 6. So this is nothing but a good time to be like, okay, if Tekken 8 is kind of fucked up, let me go back to Soul Calibur 6, play that game, finish it, and enjoy that game right now because everything is feature complete and is done. They're not really working on it, which I could just play the game and take the time that I want to do. And I'm also thinking about installing as well another fighting game, which is Killer Instinct. I might be thinking about getting it on Steam because I think I do have it on the Xbox Windows Store, but I do want to get the Steam version as well, and with all the characters and rosters. So because I really like Killer Instinct, it is a good fighting game, and I like it a lot, and I did play it a lot. So seeing it getting the patch and stuff like that, and hearing some good things about it, I'm thinking about also downloading that too. Um, what else I've been playing? I've been playing Shredders, the snowboarding game. Still playing that. It's a lot of fun. I still got installed is Forza Horizon 4. No, sorry, not 4, 5. I still got it installed, but I haven't been playing it as much. So I'm just leaving it there just in case if I need to pop back in there and stuff like that. I probably will. Maybe not this week. Maybe the following week. I might do a live stream on that. It'll be fun. Um, what else? And I think I downloaded Hot Wheels Turbo, Turbocharged 2, something like that. The Hot Wheels racing game. I did download that. I want to try to do some videos on that. Have some fun with that game because I do have the original Hot Wheel one, which I do like. I want to see how the second one is, and if it's that good, then I'll purchase the second one. But yeah, so currently right now it's all been straight up just Cyberpunk right now, just Cyberpunk with mods right now, for real. But that's what I've been playing. I don't know what you guys been playing. Let me know. But that's what I have been playing. So let's get into the topics off the top. Let's start off with the Star Wars one, right? The Star Wars, that whole debacle. Okay. And now I have seen the trailer, like bits and pieces of it. Now, granted, I like back in the day, like back in the time when I think it was around the PlayStation 2 era, which it was a game called Star Wars Battlefront, not the EA version, but the one that I think that studio made. Oh man, Mercenaries. back on the Xbox, Mercenaries and stuff like that. I believe that what it was called. But but that studio is no more. It got dissolved thanks to fucking EA for fucking just shutting down the studio, closing it. I don't know. I don't know why, but they made a lot of stupid ass decision. So anyway, I do like the Star Wars, the classic one, the Battlefront one back then on the PlayStation 2. I played it so many times. I loved it so much. It was cool. Now, granted, I'm not was really a super fan or a a cult following of Star Wars in general. I'm not that type of person. However, I do respect the franchise for what it is. It's cool, right? And I do like the game, and I did play it. It's awesome. I did play Clone Wars as well, way back on Xbox, the OG Xbox, and I play another game as well. I think I played the demo. I think it was Star Wars. I think it's Star Wars something Rebel Commando, something like that. It's like a squadron, like with the stormtroopers and stuff. That was cool. I played that. It was a lot of fun. So I have my I had my fair share in Star Wars. I did watch some of the movies, not all the movies. Right? I like the older ones and kind of the mid 2000s, but not. I think the newer ones are just not piquing my interest at all. All thanks to Disney fuck ups, right? Disney fuck ups, leads to people just not really watching the TV shows, not really watching some of the new stuff, the movies for Star Wars. And now with that whole fiasco with that whole re-release of Star Wars Battlefront, right? The old classic versions, they tried to re-release and remaster it, and that was a fucking disaster. It was a debacle, which it was a shame. I still got the two original versions on the Steam. Thank God those are not removed because I got those two versions and I'm happy with those two versions. Even if it doesn't have controller support on there, quote unquote, but I could just easily just keyboard it, whatever, with the controller that I have. I could just do it on the Steam thing on the page. So if I take the time to do it, I could play the old, Star Wars Battlefront game without a problem and have a lot of fun. So EA has their fuck ups there with that whole debacle, and now Ubisoft is stepping in and saying, "How can we even fuck it up even more?" Now I seen like again before I seen the trailer bits and pieces of the Star Wars Outlaws and stuff. Um, we can go with the pricing, we can go with the main character look. I think the biggest thing overall for me was just it was just Ubisoft and it as a whole. I just feel like Ubisoft has really lost their ways. Like I can't I can't I haven't I think the last time I ever really sat to play a Ubisoft game from like beginning to end, like the last one was probably Far Cry 5. That was it. I I think I stopped from Assassin's Creed. I stopped after I think Unity. Like Unity was like pretty much the last Assassin's Creed game that I really played from beginning to end. I think I haven't played it play any of the I mean even if I did, I dabbled to it, but then I just lost interest. It's just like Origins, they fucked up there cuz they put in RPG elements and then it was long, boring, tedious garbage checklist shit and I'm just tired of it. The crew, I know a lot of people was upset that the crew game is gone now. Which they should have access to the game, but unfortunately they took that off the listing. So even if you did purchase the game or own the game, they didn't patch a offline mode for it. So now it's completely gone. So whoever purchased the crew is gone. Can't do nothing about it. Can't gain access to the game. is just gone. They just said, "Hey, go buy our new shit," and then the Crew 2 is gonna go disappear just as much as fucking the new Crew right now, which is what, the fucking Motorfest. And I have already done a reaction with Motorfest. The Crew Motorfest, I'm gonna tell you this shit right now, is 100% fucking garbage. The driving mechanics are fucking terrible. They are terrible. They was terrible back in the Crew. They was terrible in the Crew 2, and they are still terrible in the Crew 3. I mean, maybe a slight improvement, but even just one slight improvement is not enough for me to justify saying go out spend $70 on the Crew Motorfest, while Forza Horizon 5 is still superior in terms of car driving mechanics. That's what makes or breaks the game. With any racing game, that's what makes and breaks. And I know a lot of people might say, "Oh, you're an Xbox fanboy and jumping on the bandwagon bullshit." I'll give you another studio that's even the equivalent to that. It'll be even Codemaster. Codemaster with Grid Legends and fucking the Dirt series, their fucking driving mechanic is superb. I can deal with it. I love it. I think they can do no wrong. Like any racing game coming out of Codemaster, I can 100% trust. Anything from Criterion, fuck no. I don't like their shit either. It's also trash from EA. So no matter if we got EA from Need for Speed and we got Ubisoft garbage ass Motorfest, they're both garbage ass driving mechanics. They're just fucking garbage. No matter which one you pick, they're both trash. So we have that, and at this point, I think Ubisoft is just straight up. It's just like for me, I'm just like this with Ubisoft. I'm done. I can care less about Ubisoft. I think a lot of people, even from the EA side, except for maybe the live, whatever free to play stuff, live service, like the Rainbow Six Siege, live service, cool. I don't like Rainbow Six Siege, but it's successful. Can't really say shit about that. Just as much as EA with, again, they have some success in some games, but not all games. And I think a lot of people at this point are just fed up with it. And I think Ubisoft is at that breaking point where it's like, you know what? I don't even want to touch a Ubisoft game. I don't want to play none of their games. It's not even worth my time. Maybe the only game that's interesting for me will be maybe when they do a remake of Black Flag, but I don't know how I hope they don't fuck it up. But seeing this with the Star Wars, whatever, I'm just like this. I'm not hyped for it. Again, there's outside material. There might be outside things like you know, why I feel this way. It is a number of factors. It is Ubisoft itself, right? It's Disney, right? With the whole Disney brought Star Wars and stuff like that. Fucking up the franchises and the TV shows and stuff like that. It's an utter fucking mess. Um, there's so many factors to this shit, and it's a shame. So, but what's funny is that when we go down, when you see the whole, buying the pricing into it, right? Um, like again with the whole pre-order shit, like again, I'm gonna sit here and tell you, like I do pre-order, my games. I do it. Do I pre? But here's the deal: I don't pre-order every single game. No, I only pre-order games that I know for a fact that I'm going to play it. Not, oh, I'm falling into the trap hype because whatever, because this person told this to me, or I see the trailer, or the devs told me shit. There's no external whatever forces that are making me go and pre-order these games. This is based off of my experience with the game itself, what I have put together. Like again, I pre-order Starfield. A lot of people don't like Starfield. That's okay. Because guess what? I like Starfield. I enjoyed it. I don't mind the game for what it's trying to do. A lot of people complain about, oh, it's loading screens. Oh, it's blah blah blah. There's nothing out there. Blah blah blah. Okay, but they built the game to a point where they can release it, and they're not trying to make up promises and all this shit. They just said, let's just release a solid game and let this game with updates and features let it build over time. I'd much rather have a game like that than trying to make a game like Cyberpunk where they try to say, let's try to cram in all of these promises and features and all this shit and try to put it for last gen, and it doesn't even work for last gen. And then when the game came out and released, it was in an unstable, unplayable state. Unless you were on the PC, it was okay. Wasn't perfect, but it was okay. But even for the PC, it's unacceptable. So console had it worse. PC was unacceptable. It was a disaster. But like again, the game looks beautiful and all this shit and all this next gen shit. It's just like what the fuck, right? So there's some things that I can pre-order that I know when I'm pre-ordering what I'm getting myself into. Like again, I pre-order Starfield, I pre-order Tekken 8. Right? Did I regret pre-ordering Tekken 8 even though I uninstalled it because of what's going on? No, the core is there. Like I don't know how long, whatever, how many patches that they're going to have to do to get into that state, but I'm pretty sure by the end or near the end of that life cycle, probably that the whole Tekken 8 can be in a stable state. But we gotta wait and see. It's probably gonna take some time, and that's okay because It's just like even Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk took time to update and all this stuff, and now is at a state where you could actually sit down and really play it and enjoy it from beginning to end, like 100%. So yeah, when we start to see the Ubisoft Star Wars pricing, it was laughable. But then the funniest thing is when you start to see the Ubisoft subscription saying, "Hey, if you subscribe to 17.99 per month, you can get access to all of this stuff, plus all of our Ubisoft games and all this stuff if you come and subscribe." Because they just hoping that you will just pay on this monthly subscription, right, for 17.99 per month and keep you stuck there and just keep on paying them without you forgetting and all that shit. Like, if without the pandemic happening and all this inflation and all this shit, would Ubisoft would have got away with that? Maybe. I will say maybe yes. But now in 2024, I mean, and it's still going on. I think now more than ever, they I don't they can't get away with that. I don't think that they can. I think they gave everyone a wake up call. Like again, in real life, it does affect us as gamers, no matter where you at in the world, whether you're across the sea, this, that, if it's internet connection, your life, family, yourself, everything is always going to affect something in terms of what you like to do, your hobbies, and all that stuff, and your free time. It does affect that, you know? So, knowing what we're living in right now in 2024 with all the inflations going on, right? Rising prices, rent, all this shit, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people are waking up to the fact that, with all these subscription services and all this shit, they're not really fucking with it. Like, because they're really holding on to every penny, every dollar. Because every dollar, every penny is either going to the rent, the gas, the food, and our living expenses and important things that we have to pay for. First and foremost, I think, and then a lot of people now are really questioning where is all this money is going towards. Like, is it going towards my bills? Is it going towards this? Is it going towards that? So now they're really questioning where their money is going towards. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw that said, okay, $17.99, what I'm getting, all these Ubisoft games. Is it really worth subscribing to pay for $17.99 for one fucking Star Wars game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because look, I'm subscribed to Game Pass on PC and I'm paying $10 and I'm getting 100 games. Even if, let's say, they put it up for $11 or $12, it's still worth it because of the fact that I'm getting all of these games in rotation and I'm getting new games. It's not like strictly like, Game Pass is just strictly like, this is only Xbox games. There's nothing else there. I would be saying the same shit. I'd be like, is it really worth getting an Xbox Game Pass if it's just only Xbox games? For some people, they might say yes, but for most people, it's no. I'm one of those people. It will be no, because I don't think it's worth just straight up just Xbox games. But if, like again, Xbox is saying, hey, we're making new games day and date, and also we have indie titles and other games that we like to see coming to the service that they're paying for, and they're being a success, right? Take for example, like that again, that snowboarding game that I'm playing, right, which is Shredders, something like that, right? It's a fantastic snowboarding game from an indie dev. Microsoft went out there, say, hey, we'll pay for you, we'll give you your money, put it into our Game Pass, and then if you do make sales, that's your money. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. And I'm loving that. They've been on there for about, I think Shredder's been on there for almost damn near like 3 to 4 years, and now it's coming off the store, which is fine. But again, I purchased the game before it got out the store, and I was happy with my purchase because I know Shredders is a fantastic game. And probably a little bit later on, when I get a little bit extra money, I might throw some dollars at them, right? Even though that they probably moving on to another project, it doesn't hurt to throw an extra few dollars to them, which I do because I like this game. I like to see another sequel to this game. I think it's fantastic. The game is awesome. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy every bit of that game. I have beat the whole game and I enjoyed it. I haven't came back to it for a while, but now I'm like, you know what? It's good to come back. I'm gonna pay for this game, and I'm gonna pay some of the DLC for it, even if it's just clothing and cosmetic. I'm just there to support because they made a really good game. It's well done. Is it well executed? That's what I appreciate about Game Pass, and I'll pay for Game Pass. But if we was talking about, for example, we was talking about um, what you call it, with the whole 17.99 thing, with the whole like Ubisoft, whatever. Is it worth paying 17.99 for all these Ubisoft games? Even if you're getting all this content and stuff like that, is it really worth the price? Definitely no. Ubisoft games is not enough. I mean, it's not enough. They're not, like again, they don't even have fighting games in there. They don't really got strategy games in there. They don't got like there's so many other genres that they don't even have. But even the genres that they have right now, like the Assassin's Creed stuff and Far Cry stuff and the whole the crew series, all of those games are fucking garbage. They're just straight garbage. Now, would you say some of the older titles? Yeah, it's probably some of the older titles that they have that is pretty good. But at this point, most of those people either already own the game, already has them, and it's just like at this point, it's like, what's the point of looking forward to a Ubisoft title? Like even let's say, for example, like I'd be more intrigued in Far Cry more than any other Ubisoft game that they have offered. And Far Cry 7, if that looks like the same garbage as Far Cry 6 and it's just this silly, goofy bullshit, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not playing this shit. I'm not buying it. I don't want it. I don't care, and I'm not getting it. I could be spending more time somewhere else to play my games than worried about that slop. It's just the same shit, same coding. I'm tired of it. So there's that, right? Which, if you want to do it, do it. But for me personally, I'm not subscribing to Ubisoft Connect bullshit or their subscription model, and I'm damn sure I am not going to subscribe to or even purchase Star Wars. It's just not. I just don't find it interesting, man. I'm just kind of done. Now I'm really scared that if they going to do a remake or something like that of Splinter Cell, they'll fuck that up too. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. I don't want them to do anything with Splinter Cell. Now I just take it back and be like, please don't fuck up Splinter Cell, and just this is basically destroying their own franchise at this point. So it is what it is. I can care less about Star Wars. The main protagonist, I'll say it's like this is borderline. I don't understand why they gotta make all these women look fucking ugly. I'm not saying make them look like a dime piece, but like put a little beauty to it. Like goddamn, even Starfield. Like I know a lot of people don't like Starfield and all that shit, but at least the female protagonist in there is easy on the eyes to look at. But in in Star Wars, they in Ubisoft fuck up land, they fucked that up too. I don't know what's going on over there, but they need to do something different. What else I'm missing? Oh, and also they shot themselves in the foot. Not only just the pricing and this whole come pay for Ubisoft whatever with their bullshit ass titles and shit, but they also said, hey, you know what? We'll make Star Wars only exclusive onto the Epic Game Store, which they got a pay cut from them, but nobody's not going to jump onto the Epic Game Store to buy the game anyway. So now they really just shot themselves in the foot because now they're sitting there like, how do we not make money? Like, what's going on? It's Star Wars, yay! Like, first of all, you got a franchise that Disney has fucked up. Your pricing is fucking out of control. Your subscription service is fucking laughable. It's a joke. And on top of that, you literally put Star Wars, whatever, Outlaw, whatever, on a fucking Epic Game Store and not even on Steam or GOG. You're just like, yeah, let's just put on the Epic and that's it. To see how many people going to come and purchase Star Wars on the Epic Game Store. Nobody. Nobody's not going to do it because everybody is going on Steam. Everybody wants to play on Steam. Nobody wants Epic. Epic is garbage. Nobody cares about Epic. Nobody wants to play on Epic. It's trash. So yeah, so they literally gonna shot themselves in the foot. They're not gonna make no sales, and then we hear about blah blah blah. It's not my problem. Ubisoft will be going straight under, or they're gonna have to sell some of their assets. I'm gonna tell you that. They keep going down this road, they're gonna be ceased to exist. So that is that. Let's move on to Dark Doc. There's levels to this. So Dark Doc, from I used to watch him and stuff for his content and stuff. I just wanted to watch him and stuff. I don't like his brother because his brother is stupid, right? Which is Portal. I don't call him Portal Rock. I call him Potato Rock because this man, he's a grown old man, doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Now we got Dark Doc, one of the people I subscribe to his channel. I want to watch him, right? Now I just don't even watch him anymore. I don't. The reason why I don't watch Dark Doc is because of the fact that he's turning into one of those PC fanboys, fucking wannabe, whatever. It's just that he's on like a tirade on this shit. It was like the last couple of videos was just like, Doc, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? This whole 60 and 30 shit. all this bullshit. I don't like again. He doesn't like the thing that I have a problem with is the fact that he's on his. I think the video that he said that where you are the fool to buy Xbox Series X because I guess Hellblade is running on 30 FPS shit. I did make a video about that because 30 FPS to me, it just like who gives a fuck? Like who cares? Like if the console is gonna run 30 FPS, that's fine. And then he tried to make it seem like you're the fool. You're you're a fool for buying it and all this bullshit. But I'm like, Doc, you the one who believes in that garbage. I didn't. That's the difference between a real PC fan, like a fan base, right? They don't just go on some fucking tirade about a console that I'm pretty much everyone on fucking Reddit, like on the PC Master Race Reddit, most of those people are not going on a fucking tirade about these consoles because we all know that they are underpowered. Not just Xbox alone, PlayStation as well. Because I know a lot of people want to get them off the hook. No, PlayStation is in the hook in that too because their fucking shit is underpowered as well. Again, Dark Doc don't understand about hardware limitations, software, custom software. I'm surprised he just I think I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the 60 FPS taste of it or he doesn't understand or he just sits there and say, "Oh, I know about gaming. I play gaming all this bullshit and brought all this hardware. It got all of this fucking hardware but don't know how to fucking use it. Don't know anything about the hardware itself." I think that's where I'm thinking like for me personally, like he's the biggest clown on his goddamn channel that everyone is laughing at him because even I'm laughing at him because it's just like what the fuck are you talking about, my dude? Like sitting there saying like you are the fool. Like no. You are the biggest fucking clown. You are the fool to believe in what these fucking companies has marketed, told you and all this shit. But you could have did what? Could have did your homework. Could have done some research. Could have learned, you know? Learning is the key and understanding it is also will give you the power to make better decisions. That's why when I was watching that video, I just started fucking laughing and saying, well, I guess now we got Dark Doc into a fucking tirade now. Because now he got a taste of 60. It's like a fucking whiff of cocaine. And now he's like on that crave, like, why Xbox doesn't do that? Why is it? All this fucking bullshit. But everybody on the PC side of things, like when they transition from a console to the PC, and then we really go through all the growing pains and shit like that. Like again, Dark Doc hasn't seen shit yet. He hasn't even known anything yet. He hasn't even gone through the growing pains like I did. You know how many fucking restarts that I have done in the past? You know how many fucking data shit that I have lost? You know how many things that I had to learn? You know how many crashes I have been through on that PC hardware? A lot of times during a lot of those years, but I was on the PC. Now I'm at the point where turning on a PC, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, it's like a snap of the finger. It's nothing to me. It's like this is like easy to me because I learn all this shit as I'm growing up. As when I have a console as well. I had a console. I had an Xbox, right? And I know even back then, my Xbox is not as powerful as my PC. But here's the deal. The problem is that the fact that you jump into this PC tirade, master rant, whatever fucking bullshit, whatever fucking pony PC crack shit that you've been taking, rambling on a tirade instead of just actually taking a step back and learn about what's hardware limitations, what's the hardware like on these consoles, Why are we not getting 60 FPS? Why are we still getting 30? The answers is all right there. Just the problem is you didn't do your homework. That's the problem. You just jump on the bandwagon thinking like all these consoles are supposed to do all this shit. That's like me saying like, oh, if I go to the Honda dealership, I'm expecting this particular Honda is going to last me for 10 years. They can market it saying like, yeah, this Honda, yeah, it will last you for 10 years. You know, fucking anybody, any person in that fucking dealership can say some shit. But the real deal is like, did your homework on that shit? Did you look at people who owns the car? I bet you if you look at people who rode the car, own the car, knows about the car longer than you have, I guarantee you'll find out shit that you're like, well, I guess this car really didn't really last for 10 fucking years. Yeah, because they tell you shit on there like, here's the problem right here, here's this problem, here's that problem. Maybe overall is a decent car to drive and own, but at the same time, here's the trade-offs that you have to deal with. It's every car. Every car has different problems or whatever amount of problems, you know? But like again, if you did your fucking homework, did your research, you wouldn't be in that situation. It's just I just find it to be baffling. Like Dark Doc, like finally had a fucking awakened moment, and then he just on a fucking tirade and shit. You know, I'm like, God damn, bro, it's not that fucking serious. And then telling me or everybody else like you're the fool. No, you're the fool because you are the one who believes in that garbage. Corporations, at the end of the day, it's not your fucking friend. They're just there to make a buck. They're there to make money off of you, right? And I'm a consumer, right? I can make the choice whether to spend my money or hold my money, right? I vote for my wallet. That's how I do, right? So, like again, if you have a better understanding about the hardware, which I'm not going to go into super detail, but I'm going to just go over the logist of it. Frankly, well, quite frankly, if like again, if I just made that analogy about the dealership shit, like again, like every car on this road is probably not going to last as long. Maybe they might last for 20 years. Some can last only 15 years. Some can only last for 8. If they crash their shit, you know what I'm saying? Then they got to go get a new car, right? But every car that's, every year they always going to have a new model, new this, a new refresh, fix the problems from the old one, make stuff better. Whatever the case may be, they're going to make they're going to do each one better than the last one, right? Steps. No different from a phone, right? On a phone, it is what it is. This is what you can do. You can you can add more storage. You can do this, right? And this phone might last you for 2, 3, 4 years. I had a phone that lasted me for like at least 3, 4 years, right? 4, 3, 4 years, 5 years. And then I said, okay, it's time for me to upgrade. I want a better phone than this, right? Get another phone. It's better than the last phone. It works good. It's very good, snappy, works. It's going to last me for another 2, 3 more years, 4 more years till I get another phone. This is no different from fucking console. If you can get that concept, it's the same thing for consoles. They do this shit every single generation from the past. From all the way from the past to now, it's still going to continue that way. Okay? Right? Because every time they're not going to put in, I guess like Dark Doc thinks like, oh, they should just start dropping in new CPU chips, new this, new that, whatever, all this shit, all the caboodles, all this bullshit. But he doesn't know that costs, that's hardware costs, right? You got to manufacturing and making it, and on top of that, we're talking about new. So what happened to all the old consoles that they put out from like 2 years ago, right? If they put out new shit, new stuff in this generation, right? Like let's say they drop in like a new CPU and GPU and new RAM in there. Not an increase. Let's just say is the next thing, right? So what happened to the old stuff? What happened to all the people that has the old consoles? What's going to happen to them? They just can't play their shit no more? That's not going to happen. They just going to, what they do every time when there's a new console generation, they're not putting in the latest and greatest hardware known demand. It's not, they're not doing like where they're like, oh, let's just drop in a 4080 and we'll drop in the latest CPU in there. Like right now, currently. They're not doing that. What they do is they like, okay, when next console generation comes out, what technology that came around there? So let's say the next console generation was 2026. So anything from like 2024, 2025, maybe like 2024, 2025 hardware, whatever hardware, whatever AMD has, most likely they're just going to take that. They're probably going to up the GPU. So like if the PlayStation equivalent was what, like a 2070, I'm pretty sure the next generation console will be like a 3070. Maybe like a 3070. I wouldn't even say a 40 series. A 3070. That will be like the next console generation. They're not making consoles into right up towards PC and then they're going to keep it there. It doesn't work that way. Because it has hardware limitations, Doc. Uh, I'm sorry to say it. It has hardware limitations. You should know that by now. Everybody knows that. When everybody goes from PC and then they go back to console and then but they go back to PC, they start to wondering why are they not having the FPS and this and this and that. Then when they start to understand, like, okay, I understand now, because PC has hardware comes out every year. So whatever happens is an open platform. It's not like it's closed, it's custom made chips and all this bullshit and a custom made interface. Everything is mostly open is open. So you can literally do whatever you want. They're getting driver updates like more than ever. Custom made chips don't get that. And on top of that, it's running on a single motherboard. It's not running on dedicated hardware like I got a dedicated GPU, CPU, and this. Like there's like again, there's so many factors to why this console is so underpowered. But then they start thinking like, oh, it should able to do 60 FPS, with whatever, and it's just not the case. Like if the PlayStation equivalent was, which I found out from my last video that I did, which it was a 3070 CPU, AMD 3070. That came out in like 2018. We're in 2024. They got much more advanced CPUs and shit like that. And then the graphics card for this is on the PlayStation 5, and the graphics card is a RTX 2070 series. That came out in like 2019. I think it's 2019 or 2018. It's one of those. That's an old ass card. Like we're in the 40 series. They had a couple years ago 30 series, 40 series. Next thing you know, we're gonna have the 50,000 series. Next thing you know, we're gonna have another AMD. It's gonna jump into whatever series. Like this shit it's constantly moving, doc. That's where I'm like, look, personally for me, Dark Dog needs to take a step back and start learning about some hardware. Because boy, on that PC, you got a long way to go. You don't know shit on there. You haven't been through the growing pains like I have. Sure, we all happy about your little PC you brought. I built my fucking PC. Fuck that. I used to have I used to did a pre-built PC, and then after that pre-built, I learned how to do what? I learned how to build my PC. Because I need to learn how to do these things because guess what? When it's on a console, right? Everything been taken care of you. You got update? Here's update. You want this feature? Here's this. Right? They do it for your fucking ass. A console, they do it for your ass. When you're on PC, you're on your own. Bloom screen to death, you're gonna figure it out. This update, whatever, my Bluetooth ain't working, you gotta update the drivers. You gotta figure it out. Who's gonna do it for you? Nobody but you. That's the difference. Consoles, they take care of all that shit for your ass. PC, anything happens, that's on you. You know how many, like, again, I've been through a whole bunch of shit, so I already know. I know how to do it. It's like snaps. Before, let me tell you, I was lost like a motherfucker. I didn't know what to do. But I had to learn. I had to learn. I had to fucking read. I had to fucking look up shit. I had to watch tons of videos just so I could get caught up to speed of, oh, I know what to do. Take some time, take some fucking years, but it's well worth it because now, if you spend a lot of time doing it, at this point, it's like playing a game and doing this and changing settings and making this better performance and know how to troubleshoot. It's like a snap of a finger. Your ass got a long way to go. So you can't really talk a whole bunch of shit about this, that, and the third about 30 and 60 if you don't even know the basic hardware limitations. Like there's a lot of that shit. It's not fucking easy, bro. It's not easy. But I find Doc to be hilarious because, like, again, he was making a comment saying, "Oh, you should watch the video." Look, man, I don't have to watch none of your videos. That whole shit, that last two videos, you just lost all credibility. Bitch, your gaming license has been revoked right off the bat. Been revoked. Why would I need to listen to you if you're sitting there acting like like a PC fanboy, like a wannabe? You acting like, oh, I just came out the trenches, bro. Like, man, yo, so tough out here, bro. I'm so upset. Like, what are you upset about? Everybody on the PC platform is not upset about fucking Xbox and PlayStation because everybody understands that, oh, they got, hardware limitation. Oh, they got a custom made chip. Oh, that's why the console costs $500 because if they was to, I don't know, let's say they throw in whatever, let's say they throw in a 4090 and a Ryzen 9 in a fucking custom made chip, it wouldn't be costing $500 on the shelf. It would be like almost damn near 1,000. Then the next question will be, what would be the point of buying a console that worth $1,000? Well, you could have just built a system for $1,000 and it will be even better than that. It doesn't have custom made chips or anything. You can literally put in whatever you want. At that point, I, right? That makes more sense, right? That makes more sense. But it is what it is, though. It's not like it's like whatever. If that's what he wants to do, then hey, that's what he wants to do. It's crazy, very crazy. But it's whatever. I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm done with Dark Doc. I'm not subscribed to his channel. I ain't gonna listen to that tirade because for real, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. At least Frogboy X1 Gaming, he goes from, I think he was a console and then he went over to PC, but he wasn't on some like PC crave tyrant. And I think what Frogboy X1 Gaming did so well, and I could respect him, and I still subscribe to the channel, is the fact that he wasn't on some fucking tirade about some shit. He didn't made up some shit. He sat there telling about experience. I like the PC, doing this and doing that. He plays more PC. He understands more. He learns more about it. He's trying new things. Like, again, it's growing pains, but once you get used to it, you get enough of it. You basically know what you're doing. you know. So that's something I can respect for our boy X1 Gaming, because for him it doesn't matter to him whether whatever, if it's 30 or 60. He knows where he's gonna play at. He's gonna play it at 60. But even for the consoles, hey, it is what it is. It's 30. Take it. Because like again, like all of these big AAA games, right, that are coming out each and every year that everybody wants to play, they just think like, oh yeah, my console is stronger than the PC, and it's not. Your console is outdated, and they're not refreshing the whole console and just slapping in like brand new hardware in there, just slapping on a more powerful chip on a $500 Happy Meal box. They're not doing it. Like anybody with common sense and have a brain should know better. Like, come on, man. Wasn't that hard to figure out from the fucking 360 days, right? I had a PC back in the 360 days. It wasn't that hard to figure out, right? Because if they put all this fucking bullshit in here, this console price wouldn't even be what it is. It would be even more expensive. So it's crazy. And that's going to lead me to my next and final topic, which is Cyberpunk 2077, which I'm playing right now currently. And I promise you, even back then, when that game came out, like when it first came out, when that trailer, I saw that shit, and then I was talking about this at the job. I said that game, I don't I sat there, I said that game and the way how it looks and how incredibly big it is. I said I knew right then and there. And I even talked to my friend about this shit too. I was like, I don't even think my Xbox One VCR is going to handle that shit. There's no way in hell. No, no way in hell. I put that on God. I put that on fucking God and them. Because like for me, when I was playing on that Xbox console, right, and I was playing on the worst gen, the Xbox One gen, the worst one, which I totally understand, right? We can all admit to that. But however, when I was playing that, but when I saw Cyberpunk, I said, "There's no way in hell that game is going to run on no damn near VCR Xbox One console. There's no way. That game ain't going to run like that. And if anything, it's going to be stripped back completely." And I was right, because when it first came out on release, it wasn't fucking working on that bitch. And I was talking to my friend about this at the job. I think at the time it was Sam, me, yeah, Sam and me. We was talking about that because we saw the trailer, we saw the gameplay and stuff like that. And I told Sam, I'm like, Sam, I don't even think my I don't, I damn sure look at that shit. I said, there's no way in hell my console ain't gonna run that shit. I'm definitely going to 100% gotta get me a PC to play that game, because that right there was not just next gen, that was beyond next gen. That's like, I need a PC that is capable of even handling that shit. Like I'm like thinking in my head, like even just decent settings on that shit will be like a Ryzen 7, 16 gigs of RAM, and probably a GPU like a middle tier or the next tier up from that. Like just to run that fucking game on just medium to high settings. I sat there and I said that's definitely ain't no damn console way. Maybe next generation console will handle it, but even next generation, I sat there and said I don't even think it can handle that either. It might make a bit of improvement, but it ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna move the needle like if you had it on PC. And then we was talking about like the mods and this the world, because I'm currently playing it now. Because when it first came out, right, it had problems, this, and that. So I kind of just like, you know what? Let me hold it off. I'm not gonna play it. I don't want to play this game in the state that is in right now, right? So I said no. So I didn't play it until now currently in 2024. Glad I waited because this game that I've been playing, oh my god, it's so fucking amazing. It's so mind blowing that the fact that the writing in that game and the dialogue is superb, superb. I'm telling you, man, this game, even to me to this day, if you still got the console version of it, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. There's games that I might let you slide and say, you want to play Fallout 5 on a console, okay, Skyrim, fine. It's not a big deal. But I think Cyberpunk 2077, for the most part, I think they just everyone is doing themselves a disservice on that one. That game is truly like fucking amazing. Like absolutely 100% amazing on the PC. Like you can literally tell like this game I said this shit a long time ago. I said, yo, this game was literally made for PC. It was literally it screamed PC. This is made for PC only, for real. And that game really did was made for PC. That console shit did not do no justice. No, on Xbox or PlayStation, that shit do no justice. Doesn't matter which one you have, it doesn't do any justice. Get it on PC, play it with the fucking mods, tweak. I swear to God, you'd be like, God damn, this shit was made for PC. And it really did. It really, really did. Because, like, the reason why, because if you look at the E3 trailer and look at the pedestrians and how many people walking around and stuff like that and hearing conversations and shit, on the console, they strip most of that shit back. They strip the traffic back, they strip the pedestrians back. It's condensed, but it's not as the one in the E3 trailer, right? They took out things out of the E3 trailer, like the walk thing and stuff. They took that out. There's things they took away from that, and it just really does a disservice, like to anyone to really just sit there and just play the game. I, for one, I'm gonna tell you this shit right now. If you haven't played it or you played it on consoles right now, I suggest go learn about PC. First of all, let me tell you the right things you should be doing. If you're not into PC yet, learn about PC. Go on YouTube, watch PC builds, watch PC YouTubers, watch their channels every single day. Watch the PC news, right? Builds, optimizations. Learn about PC first. Do that. Don't do like Dark Doc did. That's like, all this angry, upset, all this fucking bullshit, acting like a PC fucking crybaby, fucking fanboy on a tirade. Just learn that first, right? When you feel comfortable, buy a pre-bill. Don't overspend a pre-bill like what he did. Like Dark Doc did, don't do that. Okay? You want to get a pre-built system or whatever, go to your near micro center, go with the money that you have and ask them and tell them, say, look, I need a system that I could play Cyberpunk 2077 comfortably and other games as well, at least Cyberpunk. I'm not looking for something super high end, but I don't want nothing low. I want something right in the middle or near that or near there. For 900, they'll hook you up way better than what that pre-built. His shit was fucking terrible. His shit was so terrible, it was garbage. I was like, are you? Oh my god! Just don't do that. Buy a pre-built system that is reasonable. If you don't know what to do, go to Micro Center. So much better, right? Your second option is, I will say, go on to any of the people that's on YouTube, right? That's doing like these pre-builts and stuff like that, and whatever. Follow their build guide, whatever the latest one, and just follow their shit. order those parts or whatever, or go get it online and find somebody to build that shit for you, and you'll be set for real. Because it's ridiculous. Like, at least go to Micro Center. Go to Micro Center first. At least they'll take care of you. They'll even build it for you there. So if you want, just say, look, buy me the parts of these, and I'll pay for the bill fee. Just let them take care of it. They'll build it right then and there. You buy the parts, they'll put it all together, bam, hook it up, and then you could just take it home. For real, I'm being serious, yo. For real, I suggest do that. It's ridiculous overspending it. And then once you're on there, take your time learning how to do some shit. Do some mods, do a little this, little stuff, little stuff. Don't try to rush in there and try to do all this crazy shit. That's just my advice, because, like, again, go into PC the right way. Learn shit first. Learn about hardware and shit. Learn about software. Watch YouTube videos of PC builds and stuff every so often, constantly. Learn from it. Learn first, and then when you feel comfortable enough, go and say, okay, I kind of got an idea. I know whatever. Then I'm gonna go to, like, again, like a Micro Center with your money, and say, hey, I need help. Help me out. I want to build a PC. I want to play Cyberpunk 2077. I'm not looking something crazy high end. I ain't looking nothing to super low end. I'm not with the esports stuff. I want something that where I could play Cyberpunk with mods comfortably. I just want it somewhere in the middle, nice and comfortable. And they'll probably help you with all that shit. Let them deal with that, you know? And then let them build it. If they build it, you let them build it. Then next time you build your own PC. That's even better. If you can build your own PC, that's even better. But yeah, so, like, well, going back to what I was saying, playing Cyberpunk right now it's unbelievable. It's so good. I'm just like, bro, this is like next gen. This is like the feeling that I felt when I was playing, I think, the first time, a Grand Theft Auto, and I felt that feeling. This is that same feeling, like, years later, feeling the same thing, just feeling it for this game, Cyberpunk. It was like the story, the characters, the dialogue. I love every character in this fucking game. I ain't gonna fucking lie to you. Every character in this game, no matter if it's a good guy or a bad guy, it is so well done that the fact that it's just pale in comparison. I'm like, we need story writing and telling like this. This is what storytelling and writing, it's superb. It's like, this could have, Cyberpunk 2077 could easily be a fucking movie or a TV show if they have the same quality writing and dialogue and action. Like, if this was a TV show that was actually well done, people will go and watch it. If this was a fucking movie, if it was a live action movie, was well done like this, people will go and see it. I will fucking see it. This will be like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's just, there's so many things. I'm messing around with mods, and the mods just made it even better. Just the fact that adding in, like, more traffic and more pedestrians to make it feel like the E3 trailer. Bro, I tell you, like, again, the consoles does not do it justice to play that game. Like, you have to play it on PC with the mods. Like, crank the fucking traffic and the NPCs and walk around the world. You be like, God damn, bro. Like, the game is that good that the fact that I can almost literally walk in this whole entire game without feeling like I need to get in the car. I don't want to get in the car. Like, yeah, no, driving around is cool and shit, but it's just like, yo, just the amount of shit you can just literally walk around and hear and just do and shit, bro. Like, it makes me feel like, yo, I can literally walk in this whole fucking game and I'm not mad at it. I'm not bored. I'm not like whatever. I will walk throughout the whole entire game. I can literally walk throughout the whole entire game. I don't have a problem. Just me just looking around, just looking at all the shit that's going on. It's just, that's how amazing it is. If you got me to the point where I can just literally step out of the car and just I can just walk around the fucking world, you made a masterpiece of a fucking game. Like, Cyberpunk is literally a masterpiece game. Class is this. There's no comparison, and now I'm questioning to, like, I don't even think GTA 6 can even hit that. I don't even. I really don't believe GTA 6 can even come close to Cyberpunk. And I'm being honest with you. I'm being frank. I'm really am being frank here, because, like, it's just it's just too good. It's just too good. Like, it's one thing where when you play Grand Theft Auto 5, right? When I played that, it was like, oh, this is cool, good. This is all you need. You know, the characters, they grew on me over time. Like it got the growing on me. I didn't grow on these characters like this, like a switch. It didn't grow on me like that. It just grew over time. So when I keep playing the game, it grew over time. But Cyberpunk 2077, all of those fucking characters, it was like a light switch. Just boom. I'm loving every fucking character. I need to know everything. I need to know. And you know what? It's just like, and then you look at videos and shit of their reviews, and I felt every word of what they're saying, because I'm saying the same shit. This game is literally is a masterclass of its own. I think it literally surpasses GTA altogether. I don't even think GTA can reach to that level. I don't even think GTA 6 will. Granted, I think GTA 6 is a fun game. It's a game that everyone is will going to be playing and enjoy. But in terms of, like, story and characters, I don't even think they can compete with that. I'm sorry. Like, I tell you one thing, I urge people to play the game, but if you're playing it on console, you're not doing yourself justice. Don't even bother playing on console. Get a PC and play that game. I promise you, I promise you. Don't and here's another thing. Don't be in that mindset to rush to beat the game. Literally just take a step back, walk through the game, feel the game. Oh my god, it's just every time I can just literally walk. I think I think I'm gonna have to do that, bro. I'm really gonna have to just walk throughout the whole fucking game. I might do a live stream, just me just walking around and shit. Like, I will literally just walk around all day in that game, and I will never get bored, because it is too good. It's just too fucking good. Now I'm just more excited for the next Cyberpunk game. Like, I'm just like, I'm ready to play it now. I just want to interview them. Like, yo, how did you do this? How did you do this? This is so amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely, truly amazing. It's just, oh, so good. It's so good. It's too good. It's too fucking good. So yeah, just like, as much as I'm giving it praise, right? And I'm not even finished with the game. I'm gonna go home and play it after, when I'm done doing some editing and doing some other stuff. I am going to definitely go home tonight and keep playing it, because I want to see what's going to happen and stuff. But man, now this game is just, you know, I just appreciate the writing, the characters, the dialogue. The dialogue is felt so real. This felt like a real conversation. Like, this is something where, like, again, there's some games that I feel like in a different universe, I believe this is real. Like, this is like a real universe, like that Order of 1886, right? Seeing that game and looking at that game, I can tell you right now, if this was another universe from right here to now, I will believe that this universe is real out there. I will believe this. I can full heartedly believe it. Cyberpunk is the same way. If this was the future, I can full-heartedly believe this. This is an actual real universe, a real place from now. This feels so real. It's just the conversation, the dialogue, how they talk, and business. What it's so good. I'm like, God damn, shit, man. This is it's so good. It's too good. Like when these characters die, bro, man. I tell you one thing, yo. It's not a spoiler, but man, when you know when Jackie dies, bro, and he was like my best friend from the beginning. I was hoping for myself that Jackie is going to be my partner throughout the whole fucking game. It's just me and him, bro. I can get down with that. I can literally get down with that shit. That shit would be so fucking cool. Me and Jackie as a partner, like, bro, I'm down for that. Jackie was like my best friend, bro. I loved him. But when that motherfucker died, when he died, I was like, that literally was some heartbroken shit. And then Evelyn, whatever, because she was supposed to make a deal. I liked her too, bro. She's good. She's done too. I'm like, yo, bro, like this game got me fucking emotionally fucked up. Cause you got all of my favorite characters that I love to fucking know about more and whatever, and now they're fucking dead. It's just like what? This is it's crazy. And then Dex. At first, he was like a little slime ball and shit. But I even him as an actor and a character and whatever. I was like, damn, oh shit. He seems like a boss in the city, yo. I will take him with some great respect. But man, when he got shot in the fucking head, pop, bro, he was like a fat. He dropped like a fat piece of whale, bro. That shit was crazy. He dropped dead like a fat piece of fucking whale. It's insane. Like, oh fuck him. He's nothing. He's basically a fat. He's like a fat nothing burger. Like that when he got shot in the head, I was like, God damn, this shit is this shit is too fucking real. This shit is fucking crazy. Like, bro. Now and you know what? And what's funny is I only brought the regular edition, and then when I found out this game was this good, I said, yeah, I'm buying the Phantom Liberty. I'm buying it. I brought it for like $25. Oh yeah, yep, I'm getting it. Absolutely. I wish they had more DLC with this shit. I will pay for this. This is something that where I can literally pay for DLC. If Cyberpunk 2077 was a season thing, like where they just keep putting up updates, new story and shit like that, I will keep on paying for it. You keep the quality like this, I will keep on paying. No problem. No questions asked. Next DLC $35, you got it. No questions asked. Blink. You can have it. Take my money, bro. This is the shit that I want in a video game. It's that fucking good. It's that fucking good. God damn, I can't believe it. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, yo, how good that game is. It's just like again, the weapons and stuff, the how they reamp stuff. I love the way how they did it. This is like yes, this is good. I honestly, I will tell you right now, this game will not do justice on the console. It will not do justice. I'm pretty much wholeheartedly will highly recommend getting that shit on the PC. For real, 100%. I'll get a PC. It's well worth it. But anyway, I'm gonna be wrapping this up right now. I don't really got a wrap up question for this, but it's about to be over anyway. Because if I keep staying here, I'll probably be praising it even more, and it doesn't need any more praising than that. It's pretty much good for where it is. So yeah. Anyway, that's it from off the top here. appreciate everybody coming through. And yeah, sitting here talking about stuff and some gaming stuff. Let me know, guys, what you think about the whole Star Wars situation. Are you gonna, pre-order the game? Are you gonna buy the game? Are you gonna just get it on the subscription service and then canceling it? I know some people are doing that, but please, hey, if you're gonna do that, don't forget to cancel it. Just beat the game 1 week, cancel that shit, and be done. Don't give Ubisoft your money because it's not even worth it. All right, and what do you guys think about Dark Doc? Is he? I mean, if you go watch his last two videos that he did with this whole PC shit, you're probably gonna know what I'm talking about. Again, his rant is on like this tirade bullshit, fanboy, PC fanboy wannabe shit, and he just needs to learn some hardware. I don't know, man. Like it's ridiculous. It's just talking out of his ass, and he lost all credibility from me. He lost all respect from me. Trust me, his gaming license got revoked. Revoked. Trust me, it's been revoked. Then got a fucking nerve to comment on my shit and be like, "Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna be one of those blah 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 blah." I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like I'm unsubscribing to your shit. I don't want to hear you rambling on some tirade bullshit. You're just gonna be the next Dreamcast guy video. Look, here's the controller. I'm holding the controller. That's that's what Dark Dog is gonna do. He's gonna be on that type of bullshit. And last but not least, well, what about Cyberpunk 2077? Have you played it? Have you not played it? I'm telling you right now, I highly recommend playing that shit on the PC. PC with mods. Get that mod where you could crank up the traffic and the pedestrians. I swear to God, even just that alone, you'd be like, God damn, bro. Oh, so good. It's just so much shit. It's like, this game does it so good when it's like so many people walking around. It's insane. It feels like a real actual city. Like, holy shit. It's so good, but I highly recommend it. But let me know your experience with Cyberpunk. If you played it on the PC or Xbox, let me know how it was. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going home playing more of that, and probably do some other stuff as well. I need to definitely get some clips for my YouTube shorts. I'm gonna be doing that too. But anyway, that's about it. I'm wrapping it up. No wrap up questions for this one. I'm ending it here. So hopefully you have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself, right? Go outside, touch some grass, okay? Don't spend time all day playing video games. Be outside, touch some grass, take a walk. It's getting warm outside. Enjoy yourself outside, right? Get some air. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to be probably like later on, maybe tomorrow, I'm probably going to go outside for a walk. Get some exercise, enjoy myself. So it's such, well, right now it's kind of cloudy, but I think tomorrow might be sunny. Fingers crossed. But if it is, great. I'm going to go outside and enjoy myself. It feels good outside. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.